commitment. I mean, you could be doing a million other things, right? Can you think of all the fun things you could be doing right now? So it's, you know, it really, I want to congratulate you, really, in being here, because you're taking time out of your life, away from your family, away from things you could be doing, to focus on yourselves and creating something better for your life and really creating your year. It's going to be a great, great workshop. I'm so excited. We have worked literally day and night on the materials and the content, and I'm really excited about presenting it to you. What I'd like to do first is I want to talk about breakthrough. Just breakthrough and what it means. The definition of breakthrough. Who has a good definition of what breakthrough means? Who can? Anybody? Michelle.
For years I ran into that same wall, thinking I could do one thing, and I went back, reevaluated, and fell into a career that I had left behind a long time before, something I enjoyed doing.
And you're real good at it, by the way.
Really good at but, you know, this happens.
I'm Michelle's client, so she's...
Several years ago, I just decided, you know, I wasn't made for civil service, which is what I'd been in at the time, and I just knew that I wasn't happy, wasn't satisfied, and I had to get back to writing.
Very
So
good.
it's defined, you know, just knowing you're not in the right place.
Yes, exactly. Knowing you're not in the right place, but then something else. Excuse me, let me turn this down. This remote's not working. Not only knowing that you're not in the right place, but also it's a little scary, right? You may know you're not in the right place. You may know you need to make a move or change something about your life, but then there could be things that stop you, right?
Right.
And we're going to talk about that tonight too, because many of us, actually all of us, are probably stopped somewhere in our lives because of what?
Fear.
Fear. I mean, it could be the thought of all the stuff we have to do if we make that decision or if we make that move. So we're going to talk about that as well a little bit later. Anybody else have any ideas about what breakthrough means to you?
It's like that aha moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like that eye-opener, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's it, you know? That's really the best way to describe it.
Absolutely. Enlightenment. Good. Very good. Epiphany. Good. Well, you know, the actual definition from Webster's, I have it right here, is highly significant or dramatic invention or improvement in performance achieved through consistent, focused, synergic efforts. So, I want to read you something. Actually, you know, breakthrough is not inside the realm of what's possible. So if we think of, okay, I want to have a successful year, it could mean many different things. It could be, okay, I'm going to reach some of my goals, I'm going to work out more, lose a little bit of weight, be successful in my career, in my business. You know, we can have just basic successes that make us feel good. But breakthrough, which is what tonight's about, is very different. It's actually outside of the realm of what you think is possible. So it's going further. So if you look at the front of your workbook, it's actually, it looks like that. So you're inside this circle, and everybody's inside there, and you're thinking, oh, okay, well, I can move around in the circle, I can lose 10 pounds, I can get a promotion in my job, I can do all of these great things, right? I can have a nice relationship with my spouse, so on and so forth. But this is actually taking you outside of what's possible. You move the cones away, and you go to a whole other place. And then at the end of the year, you think to yourself, I had no idea that I was going to be here. Have you ever had something like that happen? Where you stop and say, I had no idea that I was going to be here, right? Yeah, we all have, absolutely. So I want to read you a couple of stories about breakthrough. And you might have heard of a couple of these people, but the first one is Jim Abbott. Although Jim Abbott was born without a right hand, he didn't let that affect his biggest aspiration, to be a pitcher in Major League Baseball. In 1889, he did just that. After playing baseball at the University of Michigan, Abbott joined the California Angels, even though he never played one minor league game. Abbott went on to play for many teams in the league, including the New York Yankees, my favorite team. During his time on the Yankees, Abbott pitched a no-hitter against the Cleveland Indians. So, okay, get this. The guy, he has no hand, no right hand. Okay, so think about it. There's something that you want to do in your life, right? And you're clearly not prepared for it, or you have a serious limitation. You have no money, or you have, or not no money, but you have maybe not enough money, or you have a physical impairment or something that is limiting you from doing what you want to do. So most of us, we say, oh, okay, well, I have this particular thing. I'm too short, I'm not smart enough, I don't have this degree, I don't have enough experience, and so we stop there, right? So what Jim did is he said, I have no right hand, but I want to be a pitcher. And not only a pitcher, like, oh, I want to pitch a couple games in Little League, I want to be a major league pitcher. Then he went on to pitch a no-hitter. I mean, this is just way outside the realm of what's possible, right? Completely. Hi, good to see you. I didn't greet you yet. So, again, another individual, Nick Vujicic, I think is how you pronounce his name. Being born without a limb is hard to imagine, but not for Nick. He was born without arms or legs, but he appreciates every second of his life. And though he was picked on and teased as a child, he never gave up faith that he would make a difference in the world. Born in Australia, he recently made the move to the U.S., where he is president of Life Without Limbs, an international nonprofit organization committed to sharing hope and love with people everywhere. So he travels all over the world. He shares his story with everyone. You might have seen him actually on the internet. So, you know, really, he's a head and a torso. Okay, can you imagine? He goes to school when he's little. He gets made fun of. Imagine what goes on with him, the limitations, the days where he comes home to his mother and he's crying and he's like, I can't do it anymore. I mean, what he had to go through, and it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. He wanted to break through and not let any limitation stop him from what he wanted to do. Then Marla Runyon. Okay, Marla Runyon is legally blind, but she was determined to run her life, literally. So her vision started wavering at age 9, and though doctors told her she would probably never get above a C in school and she would never attend college, she persevered. She was very athletic and got involved in running, and when she was 11, she ran her first race. And as they say, the rest is history. Runyon grew to be a marathon runner and a 2-time U.S. Olympian. So, legally blind, you can never do it. What are you thinking? You can't go to the Olympics. You won't even go to college. What's wrong with you? So these are people who not only reached a goal, they went beyond what anyone thought possible. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is actually not just getting to your goals, not just reaching your goals. Now, I mean, we're not here to reach your goals, because if we were here to say, okay, this is another goal-setting class, you've been to how many of those, or not even, you know it already. I mean, seriously, right? I mean, you know how to set your goals. Everybody knows how to lose weight, right? I mean, we know what to do. Everybody, hi, how are you? Everybody knows what to do in your life. You already know what to do. So this is going to be outside of that. We're going to be working in an area that's outside of what you already know how to do.